Not every game is rated S, but they all get a chance at a first impression. That hour-long test is called the Game Inquisition. Japan has no shortage of quirky games. Now, some of them are strange anime worship, another third of them are fever dreams disguised as games, and a bunch of them are made by Suda51's company, Grasshopper Manufacturing, and they're really just a combination of the other two things. Now, No More Heroes, one of his biggest franchises, is pretty damn gamey. It's got a lot going on, but most of his games always feel like they're kind of missing something. Great ideas that are missing something in the gameplay department, like they're just GAM and the E is dead. Speaking of being dead, Killer is Dead is some strange shit. The intro plays out like a beginning of a crappy action movie though. It kinda goes like this. First, this guy's all like, and then this other guy goes like, "You'll never take me alive." And then the main guy's all like blocking the fucking bullets and stuff. Then the other dude runs away, he's all, "Aw shit, he's an executioner." And then there's all these like turns and stuff, and whoosh, where'd he go? I don't know. Blam! Dead. Out cold, no life, just dead. Except, nope, he's back, and then he's all,
"Killer is dead."
And then the other guy, he dies. Now I know what you're thinking, it's time for the gameplay, right? No. This game has a story to tell, and your desire to have fun is not gonna fucking impede that. So you better sit down and watch the rest of the cutscenes, damn it. So first you have to make out with this girl, get blue balls, convince your assistant to spill some wine.
Spill your wine.
Clarify yourself.
Spill your wine on the target.
Meet the previous executioner, wax poetic.
I won't forget.
Execute the previous executioner, but not really because first he has to drink some wine. Wax more poetic.
Was my life worthwhile?
Then he dies, and then you can play. Almost. Mondo Zappa is an executioner working for the state. They don't explain it, but I assume it's some kind of government. After receiving your notice of employment from this magical piece of adhesive paper, it's off to satisfy your first client. He's an artist, you can tell because of his shitty hipster mustache and hat. Also because he literally describes himself as the artist.
I'm Robert, the artist.
And he wants you to do something about this monster he's seen. Oh man, that looks pretty fucking scary. So, like a good executioner, you and your assistant Mika... She's a token insufferably childish character that makes you want to blow your brains out, by the way. Go to this neighborhood where the guy said the scary thing was. Before you get to finally play the fucking game, Mondo wants to make sure you know exactly what game you're playing.
Killer is dead.
Did you get that?
Killer is dead.
Did you? Okay, because he says it a lot. Once inside, I immediately started breaking everything. Okay, I broke the drawers and the lucky cats, but that's just because everything else is invincible. Why the grandfather clocks are impervious but the cats aren't is beyond me. Suffice to say, if you break all of them in the level, well, this happens.
I'm a certified blood-drawing nurse.
Which, is kind of an uncommon occurrence when breaking things. You find this girl, Alice, who's all like,
I need help.
And because you're an idiot, you're all like, yeah, of course, I'll help you. Let me just get out my helping sword here so I can start helping. Immediately after departing from her room, shit gets a little intense. You enter a room with far too many staircases to count, most of which seem to be leading directly into walls, or fake doors. This house has a lot of fake doors. And if you haven't figured it out yet from the girl's name or outfit, we're about to get all Alice in Wonderland up in this. See, there are even cards and a giant cupcake, which I'm floating on top of. Also this. Wait a second, that wasn't in Alice in Wonderland. I'm getting ahead of myself. Alice wants you to get some stuff for her because you're helping her at the moment, but these bad wireframe looking dudes, called wires, get in your way. But really you don't care because you finally get to fucking kill something. Seriously, this game has a lot of story opener. It's like 15 minutes of cutscenes pretty much. I mean, I like the story. It's got charm and how bizarre it is, but it's really a lot to expect your audience to wait through just to get to the game. Killer is Dead is a hack and slash game. Surprise, surprise, it's Suda51's specialty. That and baseball, apparently. It's got the basics, the light attack combos, heavy attack guard breaks, you can parry or dodge at the very last second to open your enemies up for counterattacks. It's fairly standard. Yeah, okay, light attacks, check. Heavy attack guard breaks, check. Timing-based defense mechanisms, check. We've got one formulaic hack and slash game coming right up. Aha, but someone knew this. Somebody caught on because there's this whole blood gauge thing over here to mix things up. You can use the blood you absorb from enemies you kill. Did I not mention that you do that because you do? To execute adrenaline bursts and slice enemies in half. Blood also acts as ammo for your nifty cyborg arm, which you use to shoot blood bullets at enemies. It's like a super soaker for vampires that's been conveniently welded to your shoulder. Hello Hasbro? Yeah, hi, this is Todd from R&D. We have a new line coming out through the development cycle, and we need children for testing. We need large amounts of blood and huge syringes to, hello? Hello? The line is dead. There are 4 different arm attachments you unlock throughout the game, as well as upgrades and special attacks to purchase, so I expect things will expand as you play on. Even then, what's there is already pretty solid and enjoyable, so... Boss time. This thing again. Alice turns into a crazy scorpion thing with a dress, and stop me if this sounds insane, but I'm pretty sure there's a head coming out of her freaking vagina. Look, it's a perfect match for what the artist drew. By mixing ranged and melee combat, you defeat the weird woman-scorpion amalgamation chimera thing and save the neighborhood.
Killer is dead.
Which is really just fantastic. If this is how every mission goes, with a weird client, a fucked up boss, a crazy pants level, and, you know, some stuff to kill, in between of course, and keep things fun and moving forward, then I'll accept that. It's not quite optimal yet, but it's fun, it's enjoyable so far. If the importance of blood hadn't gotten across to you yet, what with all the vampirism and blood rifling, there's also a series of minigames called Gigolo missions that you can accept. These consist of staring at a woman's face, cleavage, or thighs until you build up enough guts, shown here as blood, to give her a present. You don't talk to her, you don't interface with her, really, in any kind of way other than with your eyeballs, which is completely acceptable in real life, so I don't really know why I found myself incredibly creeped out by what I had to do. You keep mentioning how intense your stare is.
Don't stare at me so much.
When she looks away or is preoccupied, you stare intensely at her naughty bits, and the game is like, whoa, damn, that was some intense staring you did right there. And they say, chivalry is dead. Eventually you can give her enough presents and she'll reward you with upgrades to your cyborg arm. It's also implied that there's sex involved, just in case Mondo needed more motivation for doing these missions.
I made this especially for you.
So after about an hour or so with Killer is Dead, I'm finding it a lot more fleshed out than some of Suda51's other releases, like Lollipop Chainsaw. It's not just a corridor kill-a-thon, it's got a little bit more substance to it. The level designs are nicely split into different little pieces, so it keeps things from getting monotonous. I wish the gameplay had a little bit more depth, but it's still enjoyable. I'm definitely going to keep on playing, at the very least. Is it rated S for Sandwich? I don't quite think so, but I'm definitely intrigued enough to chase the white rabbit that is this game's freaky style. And with that, YouTuber is dead. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the video. I enjoyed making it. I know that I've changed this show since the last time you've seen it, so if you were kind of expecting something different, I hope you liked what you saw instead, more than what you used to see. If you have any feedback for me, just leave it in the comments. Really appreciate that. If you liked it, like it. If you didn't like it, just hit the dislike button. It's whatever. I'll get over it.